Ciao, welcome back. I'm Zoe, and this is Divinity Within Thee. This is where we take time to get in touch with the divine that lies within each one of thine. You guys. So, yeah, I would like to apologize for missing this lunar new year and the new moon. Wow, there's been some intense energy. Who's been feeling it? Drop like a bomb or a heart or an explosion in the comment section below. Um, because this energy has been so wild and it's been so intense. I literally spent like 2 weeks regulating my nervous system, just resting in bed and coming back to this place of ability to have any energy or ability to continue. So today we're talking about the full moon in Virgo. What's up to all of my Aquarian birthdays that just passed, and we have just entered Pisces season. So happy birthday to all my Pisceans out there. Also shout out, right? I'm a Virgo moon. So to anybody else who's a Virgo moon, shout out. This is going to be a really intense, but good, like good moon, you know. The best way I can really put it is it's just cutting through all the crap, right? So Virgo is a very pragmatic sign, and it's like really about getting stuff in order. So this is a really strong moon for releasing, for letting go. In any instance that full moons are like this, but Virgo especially, it's like what in general are we it's like creating the structure, right? It's like, what is the structure that we're creating that we want to continue, and what are the things that we realize like have been holding us back or aren't really part of this new consciousness or reality that we're calling in. And this is going to really require us to actually drop drop the excess weight. And when I say this, it's more of like there's a lot of things. It can be people, it can be places, it can be things, it can be habits, it can be diets, it can be routine. You know, all of these things we need to drop if they are not in our best interest, or they're not something that we see ourselves. You know, again, Pluto has just entered Aquarius, and so we're in this next 20-year cycle that we don't really see or foresee being helpful to us and our next 20-year cycle. 20-year cycle. So let's figure out who we are. You know, Virgo really is like, let's get to the nitty gritty. Let's really be like, okay, I'm going to pull out the notebook, we're going to make a list, and we're going to check off each one of these things. And this is how, you know, the Virgian energy really is. So it's really about the release and the letting go of the things that, you know, how do I say this? It's like, okay, as a fixed sign, I have so much fixed sign energy. So we love to like push and beat a dead horse. You know, we really love to see things through all the way to the end. Like, no matter what, we gave it our all. This is the exact opposite of what this Virgo moon is asking us to do. It's basically telling us, hey, by the way, stop giving it your all. If you've already put in X amount of effort and you haven't seen anything coming into fruition, cut the shit, get to the new, and what do you really want it to look like? Because there's not going to be all of a sudden this drastic change in dynamic where something that hasn't worked up until this point is all of a sudden going to work. Now, if you've done your inner work and the shadow work and some of this other stuff, right, then we do have the capacity to actually, you know, enjoy the fruits of our labor, so to say. However, if there hasn't been any like forward momentum or movement or energetic flow towards specific things that you've been putting energy in, and this is like for an extended amount of time, right? Then this is really like the calling, you know, to purge. So what else is happening, right? Okay, so full moons are basically culmination periods. So this is when something is coming to its culmination or its completion point. So I would really, really, really encourage you at this moment in time to write, to journal, or write a page. Maybe split the page in half, down the middle. One side is going to be the things that we are letting go of, the things that we really are like, you know what, this isn't actually all of these things. And these can be like my bad habits of, you know, eating this or not doing that or whatever. Be very, very, very specific. Like I said, Virgo is a very pragmatic sign, so they want the details. We want to be as specific as possible on all of the things. And anything that is or isn't working, we need to be honest with ourselves about that, right? I kind of love Virgo for this because they kind of tell it like it is, you know? They're like, yeah. But they'll also tell it like it is. And so this is the energy of where we're at. So let's tell ourselves, let's be honest to ourselves and tell it like it is. Now, first column, the things that we are releasing, the things that we are letting go of, the things that haven't seemed to work, even if they're still in the process of moving out of our existence, you know. And this could be like, you know, where, you know, I'm not gonna meditate for 5 minutes a day. I'm gonna really meditate for 15 minutes a day. You know, like stop bullshitting myself with the amount of time that I'm spending on something or working out or what I'm eating or, you know, these, I mean, it can be complex, right? It can be people, energy, jobs, like things that we've been putting a lot into or that we've already put a lot into that it just seems to keep having a hiccup or causing another problem, or, you know, if it hasn't made any forward momentum in your favor, it's not going to. So release, let go, and come to grips with it, right? First column. Second column, let's really get down to business about all of these beautiful things that we envision, and let's be specific. Like, I want to get 10 more pounds back on that booty, or you know, I really want to be on a better nutritional diet or health regimen, or I would really love to be putting more of my time into doing work that is, you know, bringing me this deeper passion or fulfillment. But for you, of course, these are just like off the out of pocket examples, right? So really dive into that. You know, the first column, this stuff is not working. Me sleeping in, or going to bed too late, or watching too much of this, or not doing that. All of these. What are we ready to clear? And then all these beautiful things like, yeah, I see, more healthy, symbiotic, reciprocal, energetic relationships, and people that are able to be honest and open, no more bullshit, like more vulnerability, more transparency, um, you know, really, but really get into detail because, like I mentioned, Virgo, we are super detail oriented. So, really, like, clearly paint your picture. And because we're having such big shifts, like because we're in this Aquarian energy and we're having such big shifts, we do really have the ability at this moment to do quantum jumping, to really be, hopping timelines and really shifting out of these old structural ways. And, don't just think of something for self because we're in this Aquarian energy. Also think of, you know, more community, more communal sense. Um, so as much as we've been doing all this stuff on our own and we've been really going for it, now that we are in all this Aquarian energy, we're in a lot of Aquarian energy right now, a lot. The Aquarian energy is really about collaboration, community, coming together in unity, togetherness. So this is key element of what is the pathway for the next 20-year cycle. So it's definitely not the time or the energy or the space to be focused too highly on self. Now, of course, when we take care of self, we actually have a better ability to take care of the whole, the collective. However, we're moving out of this me energy and into the we energy. We already done it. We've already entered. So remember that, because the more that we're in a me energy, the less things are going to be flowing for us. We need to really be in this state of mind, in this space of heart, where we are in this we. How is anything or everything that I'm doing? Like, do I have the capacity for anything that I'm doing to be in collaboration or with somebody or something else? This is the key factor of how we're really going to manifest and make things come into play. We can be super high vibrational frequency on our own, but when we bring two high frequencies together, it exponentially expands. And now the radius which it can reach and which it can omit this to is now quadruple, like 10 times the amount. So let's really figure out how we can tap more into this type of energy and this type of frequency. So yes, figure out your plan and how you can optimize yourself and your actions a little bit better, but also do not forget how to figure out how we're including others and how we're co-creating and collaborating with being in all this Aquarian energy. Now, we're in this, like, I think it's like an Aquarian stellium, right? So this is like, wow. If you have Aquarius placements, you are feeling it. You're feeling feisty. It's really that, all I can hear in my head is this Doja Cat song, the Paint the Town Red. Like, bitch, I said what I said. Like, this is what it is. It's this very saucy, like, and if you are a fixed sign, if you're one of the fixed signs, the fixed guardian signs, so Aquarius, Taurus, Leo, or Scorpio, you are going to be super saucy. There is going to be no space, no space for anybody's bullshit. Okay, we're the cutoff game, pimp hand strong right now, real strong. So, also lesson to anybody else out there, if you're messing with any of these fixed sign energies, or especially Aquarius, is it's not the time. Maybe just make peace, right? Figure out how to come to a peaceful agreement together. Otherwise, it's going to be off with your head. Not the right button to push or lever to pull right now. I definitely have had some people and some things that, wow, testing me, testing. 1, 2, 3, my nerve is out of this galaxy. So, yeah, I just have to come back to the space in my heart, come back to breath, and be like, you know what? No, I'm not going to entertain this type of energy. I'm going to be completely aware, but I'm not going to entertain this type of energy because, again, our thoughts, our actions are so powerful, especially with, we're now in the Pisces, so it's like our intuition, our emotions are really heightened, and yeah, so be hyper aware and sensitive of that. What else is happening astrologically speaking? Okay, yesterday was 222, so you guys may have been noticing since, like, I think like the 13th through the 13th through the 19th, we are having some strong feelings, connections of energetic partnerships, love, all of this coming in. You guys, why is this? Because Virgo and Mars are conjunct. So this is the masculine and the feminine that are like, hey. So this can be a little bit of a dramatic transit if we choose to look at it and work with the energies by understanding, bringing ourselves back, if we are in feminine energy, bringing ourselves back to this very soft and compassionate and not combative energy, because, you know, Mars can be very fiery, and we also do have a lot in Saturn right now. So Saturn is also the planet of restriction, constriction, like laws and things like this. So not a good time to fucks with things or people, because karmically the slap back is gonna be real. So, warning. Anyways, remain in the space of love, remain in this heart space. You know, give people a few days, and you know, remember to, if you don't have the capacity to respond in a gentle manner, you know, do your best not to react, because this is very reactionary energy occurring right now. Warning. So let's get some cards and see what messages are for the collective. Messages for the collective regarding this Virgo. Yeah, the High Priestess. So again, really strong intuitive energy, really discernment, prophecy, vision. I would suggest, you know, don't get too messed up or whatever before you're going to sleep. Definitely ask a question to your spirit guides before you go to sleep. And if you have the ability, even when you're half asleep, when you wake up, dream journal. This is really highlighted time to be receiving these dreams and visions and downloads from all types of other realms. Protection. Okay, so this is going to be a bit of a journey. Now, we also have, I think, we're square. I think Mercury is also in Taurus right now. Oh no, Jupiter. Jupiter is in Taurus. So we have really the ability to, what are these new things that we're kind of calling in, and what are we grounding out, right? Because Taurus is an earth sign and Jupiter is about expansion. So how are we calling in our physical needs, right? And how are we figuring out how to creative projects, the spider? How are we figuring out how to find a balance between mind, body, and soul? I notice, even for myself, I tend to be an one or the other. And the biggest lesson has been learning to be balanced within each. And this is the earth energy, the Virgo and the Taurian energy, that's really asking us to do that. Really, like, how do we not just ground out, but how do we come to grips with the fact that, we are integrating, right? It's not just about, we know the information, we're hearing the information, we're doing the work, we're getting the downloads. How are we actually integrating it into our daily practice and routine? Because that's a whole nother creature, whole nother thing. So, messages for the collective. Thank you, universe, source, creator, spirit guides, angels, ancestors, aliens. Messenger of earth. Queen of fire. Yeah, okay. So the messenger or the page of earth is really about what is new, what is coming in that is new. Okay, first, in order for new things to come in, to birth new things, new ideas, new conceptions, we have to release and let go of the old, right? It's the scorpionic energy, the death and the rebirth. So if we want new job, new housing, new money, new partnership, new whatever, if we're ready for a new phase in life, which I'm sure as hell hope that you are, because this is the whole point of what we're doing here, then we have to be able to let go of the old, Queen of fire. Now, really focus in on what is your passion. And the most important thing about the Queen of fire is she is hyper focused, hyper vigilant, again, on what is really this burning passion within. Not what you thought was your passion, not what you were giving, like, oh, well, I'm good at this or whatever. Like, no. What is your heart and soul, your soul's path, passion really calling out for you to be doing? What do you, what is the thing that you think of, when you get up or when you're going to sleep? Like, what is this, right? What is the thing you're like, oh, I wish I could do that? Or, oh, what is this bigger dream, want, need, right? And that is where we're at, right? That is this energy. Transformation. So again, this is the energy of this death and rebirth, right? We are transforming. We are really, we can't do the same things over and over again and expect a different result. We have to look at things from a new perspective. We have to shift, and we have to also understand that as we are really tuning in and raising our frequencies, our higher, we're hitting these higher, vibrations, that so too will our situations, our opportunities, the people, we'll see a lot of people, things, habits, things like this. Really, this is really what the Virgo is about. And doesn't mean you have to stop and change everything right now. It's start small daily steps to get there, but be okay that there is going to be a lot of things that are coming and going. The Five of Earth, yeah. And there is going to be quite a bit of things that we're going to have to let go of. You know, the Five of Earth is really about, it's about abandoning things that aren't working for us. And it's like, we have to get out of the state of mind of that we're abandoning it, right? Because we're not abandoning people, places, things, ideas, jobs, whatever. We're not abandoning them, right? We are simply allowing them to remain at the frequency that they wish to remain at. If we want to continue to level up, then we have to be okay that this was an old vibrational frequency that no longer has the same connection to us as it used to. And this, again, comes with people, places, diets, habits, all of these things. So if you notice things that are just seem to be pushing farther and farther away, there's a reason for that. It's because your frequency is going this way, and we're always in a spiral, right? And it's like not like this. It's like either we're spiraling up or we're spiraling down. So, I was talking to my friend this morning about, either you're on the boat, either you're holding on to the anchor, but I feel really anchored in this, but this has been the thing that I've always done, or I put so much work and effort and love and energy into this, and if you hold on to that anchor, like the ocean is fucking deep, right? We don't know when it's going to hit the bottom, but are you trying to hit the bottom? Are you going to let go and release and catch the wind, What do you want to, it's really about untangling, untying, unlinking from these things that are not for our highest, for the collective's highest things. And this sometimes means we have to become aware that certain people, certain places, certain things, certain habits are not on this higher vibrational frequency. And as long as we're entertaining them, we're staying in a lower frequency. We are choosing, we are telling Source, Creator, Universe, God, whatever. We're telling them, yes, please, thank you, I'm suffering. Can I have some more of it? It's not what we want. That 100% is not what we want. I mean, if it is what you want, knock yourself out. Enjoy. But I'm raising the sails. I'm catching the wind. Let's see where this goes. Let's see how fast we can get it going. Let's ride this wave. So, messages for the collective. Speaking of which, the Chariot. Yeah, we're making quick movement. We are ready. The horses are hooked up. They are ready to go. Let's get on down the road. Yeah, super beautiful. I'm actually been working on designing a new deck. Yeah, guys. With one of my dear, dear friends. And it is a beautiful, like, sailor pirate deck. I'm actually working on a few decks. And yeah, I'm just super excited, about really creating new pathways, charting new maps, charting new waters, literally, physically, for people to have more guidance, for people that really want to level up, to take these next steps, to be like, yeah, how, and this is part of my offering for the collective, how can I offer what I do, give more tools and more service to the collective, right? How can I help level up the collective conscious, not just by giving energetic updates, but also by allowing others to do this and to give and to share and to see, you know, beautiful symbolism and things like this. So if you're excited, drop a heart or a thumbs up in the comments. By the way, guys, if you haven't already liked, commented, or subscribed, please do so. Help your girl out. You know, just liking the video is amazing. It helps the algorithms. Dropping a comment or a line or an emoji. You know, energetic exchange, guys. Let's go. You know, I'm not doing this because I don't have other things to do. I'm doing this because collectively, this is how we help each other, by sharing our knowledge and our information and, you know, giving the downloads. Come to the edge. Number 36. So again, this card, it really reminds me about taking this leap of faith. It's like, even if you feel like, oh, but I've been so, you know, and I've seen this, a lot of people, yeah, you're gonna feel like as we consciously evolve, we're gonna feel a little bit orphaned. We're gonna feel a little bit left out. We're gonna feel this 5 of Pentacles energy. But that's, again, 5. It's changing. That's only a temporary thing, right? Coming to the edge, taking a leap of faith. This is 36, which equals 9. Okay, so this is the completion of the cycle, the completion of needing to feel alone. That is changing as we consciously make this decision to come together with people that are on the same frequency. Building blocks, 28. So yeah, this is energy of 10. So we are starting something new, building something new, something better. And really envision, or if you can in the comments, tell a vision. Tell what your vision is of this new Aquarian energy. What does this age look like? What does it feel like? How do we work together? How are we, you know, assisting each other or really leveling up, right? And this means, you know, maybe we're envisioning, you know, we're envisioning no more wars, you know. I always envision no separation, right? Unity, like unity. Yeah, the fates, the energy of 8. Again, look at with the stars. This is our wish, okay? So it's like the universe, the fates at will want to support our wish, our dream. You know, it's just make sure you're not asking or dreaming for something that is selfish. Make sure that your intentions and the people that you're calling in, that their intentions are for the higher, you know, the highest and best outcome for the collective, not self-fulfilling prophecies. Number 1. And that's how we'll know who's on board. Who's working for ourselves and who's working for everyone. Deep knowing. Yeah, this was coming out before. Energy of 43. Look at that. The moon. Here we have it. Wisdom. There's wisdom in knowing when something has reached its ending point, when something has reached its finish point or its culmination, right? I'm hearing this song, you know, you got to know when to hold 'em, know when to fold 'em, know when to walk away when the dealing's done. So be aware, you know, like I said again, don't be so in this fixed energy motion of beating the dead horse, falling to its root. Well, you know, but there's so much potential. No, we are potential. It's not about this. There's infinite potential, yes, but it's not about focusing on the potential. It's about manifesting in the potential, not seeing what could be. It's about knowing what is and what will come into play. And this is a whole different way of thinking, right? Not like, oh, well, well, this people or this project or this whatever, or, like, oh, well, I was doing so good when I was doing this workout or whatever. No, stop. And in the process of that, yeah, chaos and conflict. Look at that energy of 33. Okay? So you will, as we are, look at this. I don't know if you can really see this. As we are, it's like his zebra stripes are fading and he's becoming like a giraffe or something, right? So it's like the expansion is coming, and as this is coming, and this is again 33, master number 33 energy. So it's about how and what we're manifesting to change this reality, right? And are we manifesting things that we're bringing into the reality that are on the same vibration, that are wanting this higher, better, communal, whatever, right? What is this dream? What is this manifestation? What is the intention? What is the vision? And know that as much as we love certain people, we can't bring everybody because they're not in the same fucking frequency. This is a killer. This is a killer. Milk and honey. Energy of 6. So, yeah. Guys, look at that. A rainbow. So after the storm, after the chaos and the conflict, comes the rainbow, the milk and honey. Enter the milk and honey. And 6 is about this giving and receiving. It's really about this energy of reciprocity. So we have to know it's not just about, oh, well, somebody did something for me, so I have to do something for them. It's about reciprocity is not tit for tat, right? Balance, giving and receiving is not tit for tat. It's about, again, what are the intentions, the deeper understanding or intentions that are behind it, and are we really on board? It's really like, and I'm not saying just cut out everybody that doesn't understand or doesn't conceptually understand, your dreams or your manifestations or any of this stuff. It's not what I'm saying, but also it is what I'm saying, right? It is what I'm saying. We have to be okay with getting to this point of who's on the train and who's staying at the station, who's on the team. And team means there's no I. It's not about what I need. It's not about needs. It's about what everybody, what is going to benefit everybody. So again, out of the me into the we energy. So be completely aware. Be completely aware of this and come into a space of love and intention and really, really tell your vision. Tell a vision. Let's share beautiful visions of how we see this utopian dream and this Aquarian age really playing out, what this milk and honey really feels like, They do this when, when you get like the nice facials and stuff like this, the yogurt and the honey, and it's like, it smells nice, it tastes nice, it's sweet. So all the other BS, enough of the bullshit. Cut the BS. Because we don't want to entertain things that are bringing more stress, more problems, more frustration. Really just tap out and tap back in to what feels good. And what feels good and what is right for us isn't going to continue to cause us a lot of stress and frustration and irritation and, as we come to the space of comprehension and understanding, we can shift this. We can shift all of that, but only if we stay in the space of doing the things and being true to ourselves and honest with ourselves, doing the things that are really bringing us joy, bringing us love, and I'll tell you, I had the most amazing day yesterday, and, people just really wanted to rain on my parade. And I was just like, I'm not letting it happen. Literally, like, poking the wound, like, I'm happy, I'm dancing, I did all of that, like, all day. Just, so, stay centered, stay in a space of love, and always keep your thoughts and your intentions as high vibrational as possible. And really begin to separate yourself from anything that is on a lower frequency. If you don't, then you're going to stay in that lower frequency at the station or on the dock. But don't miss the boat, because the ship is setting sail. Alright guys, as always, I appreciate all your love, your likes, comments, subscribes, your energetic exchanges. If you want to schedule a personal or private reading, DivinityWithinThee at Gmail. If you would like us an energetic exchange, PayPal me at DivinityWithinThee. And yeah, as always, blessings, love, light, and positive vibrations, yeah.